If you're the kind of Chivalry 2 player that plays for the win first and foremost and is always on the objective, you'll like this video because this was all about playing for the W. What's going on, guys? It's Shawnee Salami, and today we switched to defense to help this outman and outgun team on Lionspire, and we got punished for it. The first half of this video, I am making a ton of mistakes and getting extremely frustrated because my team does not have the killing power to keep up with the other team. But in the second half, just like Helm's Deep, when Gandalf comes from the mountainside, we're going to get help from another top player and good friend, MF Tiny Rick, one of the most underrated players going right now, and it's going to change the tide of the battle. And this is going to be a bit of a throwback video when I used to die on the objective over and over again for the team. We're going to be doing that in this one because I wanted to win for this group because they were really giving their all, even if they didn't have the power to match up with the other team. So sit back and relax and see if me and Tiny Rick can get this win defending Lionspire once he joins, with our usual narration, tips, and funny moments along the way. Let's get into it. So while we're heading to our next fight, I do want to shout out the people we're playing with. They're on attack because I did switch to defense to help out, but Lord Rouge, he's a day one supporter of the channel, and we're also playing with Muted. If you want to join the Discord, it'll be in the pinned comment. We recently did a duel tournament. It was a lot of fun. We had some top players, Llama and Ryan, the Poleaxe, battling it out. Always fun stuff in there. It's not really the smartest people in the world, but they are funny. You'll laugh a lot. So yeah, check that out in the pinned comment if you want to get some games in with me or like-minded people. I just accept my fate here because I have my arm cut off. I'm not going to try and run away. Just give the guys the XP and respawn. So something I pride myself on is being honest with you guys, and this one really sucks to show because I don't usually do stuff like this. Someone vote kicked a low-level player, and this guy has killed me on the catapult before, which is not a reason to vote kick him back, especially when he hasn't been on it at all in this game. So I recognize the name. I'm mad. I'm in a bad state of mind just assuming he's trolling that guy. That's not okay. I know I've talked about having issues with anger, but that is no excuse. I really do apologize. If he is by any chance seeing this, I do apologize for that. That was very dumb of me. Rightfully does not pass at all. A bunch of people vote no, and I get killed by a ballista and punished for my sins. And then die to a catapult right after that. After a quick respawn, we're going right back into the action, just rushing into the dumbest meat grinder possible, fighting for our life and survive just to be killed by a ballista. Just unbelievable stuff. Clearly the frustration is mounting because you're going to see a bit of a nightmare sequence here. I do get a few kills, but I'm just going to start swinging for the fences, which is not smart when you have teammates around you and a high damaging weapon like the Messer. Lord Rouge really likes kicks. He's going for a few of them there, but we're able to take him down and then down a second teammate. Unbelievable. I really am just not feeling myself right now. This is why default skin is so dangerous, because they'll do the dumbest things possible that make them unpredictable. So no offense to him, I think he's just goofing off having fun, but I would have never in a million years expected him to throw his second weapon after throwing his main weapon. Pretty funny stuff. Good kill. Just as I'm feeling I'm starting to get into a groove, I get crushed into the crust of the earth by a catapult and then get an endless respawn timer as well. I swear to God, I can never stand under traps for more than a second without being killed. I know, skill issue, don't do it, but it will never not make me mad, and that's exactly how I play this next life, just rushing in like an idiot. Seriously, the first half of this game, you could clearly see that I'm just fighting for my life here. It's a lot of bad luck, but it's also just mistakes as well, and frustration is playing a huge part in it. But now, pretty soon, we're going to start to turn it around and settle things in. I've talked about this before. If you're getting frustrated, it's better to just either leave the game, don't keep playing if you're mad, first of all. But second of all, just lock in, calm down, and settle it down. I never troll people for team damage, but he does it with a projectile instead of with a melee weapon, so I do thank him for assisting me with his teammate that was a much bigger threat. Again, a bit of a troll move, but he did that to himself. So now, at long last, the cavalry has arrived. We have Tiny Rink in the game, and he is a top player in this game. I really don't think he's far off from even the top players in the game. And sometimes all you need is two good players to win a TO game in matchmaking. So between him and me, we're going to try and win for these lower level players. Let's see if we can get it done. This is a pretty hilarious sequence where I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope over a pit of snakes. I start to head back to heal because I'm low health, but then check this out. There's barricades and spike traps. There's nowhere to go. Someone throws a fire pot, and then I start getting PTSD flashbacks to being screamed at by my World of Warcraft guild of grown-ass men when I was 10 years old, and I'm able to escape it using those same skills to not step in the fire. Pretty funny. I was near certain death, but then I charged right back in. So this is pretty funny to look back at because I didn't realize in real time just how great the engineers were doing on the bridge phase. I think that's a big reason the game started to turn in our favor as well, because they did such a phenomenal job defending on the bridge now. So because they were able to get the first few objectives so quickly, as we get a nice flank here, they have a lot of time to do the rest of the objectives, and they just have so much time banked essentially from getting them done quickly in the beginning. We held them for a long time at the gates, but they have now 6 entire minutes to get the trebuchets, and that's before exploding any of them. So this is going to be tough sledding now. And real quick, I do want to shout out Muted for killing me there. I promised him I would, because he dropped down from the banners, I believe, and swung into my head as he did that. Pretty funny. I don't know how he did that exactly. We got to see his POV. Now, as I said, we're locked in, and we're going to go after this archer, because, of course, he's going to try and put a spike trap down and clip farm me. but Lord Rouge is going to step in. I hope to God he didn't know he was defending an archer. We may have to wall of shame in the Discord. Now, the only thing more important than the objective is helping your boy. So I see Tiny Rick is in trouble. I have to get in there and back up my guy. He somehow was able to survive all that. Pretty impressive. I did a double take because I thought about heading towards the trebuchet, but you can't leave your guy hanging. If you made it this far into the video, please comment, why does Joey Crowbars keep aura farming Tenosia? Just to confuse people in the comments and let me know you made it this far. Now we have one trebuchet left and it's 2 minutes, which, considering that we had to defend this last part in the gate phase for so long, playing from behind after giving up the first few objectives so quickly, that is pretty great. Let's see if we can hold this last objective. I'll let the game breathe for a little while you see if we can finish this off. So close, guys. We almost pulled off an insane comeback. It would have been awesome. but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Now let me know in the comments if you liked a more interesting storyline in a video where something cool happened than a dominant stat line, because this is one of the worst games I've had performance-wise on the channel, but I thought it made for more interesting content when there was like something going on in the game that made it more exciting. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to the channel for future content. Love you guys. See you in the next one.